Hello and welcome yet again, or for the first time, to another episode of Towns, brought to you by Hoofed Assassin. I am Hoofed Assassin, obviously, and this is, well, an unnamed town at the moment. Maybe we'll name it after one of these brave gents. Who knows? We'll have to see. Maybe I'll just name it, Martyville or Sunshine Town or something. I don't know. But anyway, last time we got some stuff plotted out, and it's nice to do that because, like I said last time, it just gives you a general aspect of where everything's gonna be. It lets you know, okay, I have room for this here and this here, and I didn't make a wheat farm last time for that reason, because, for instance, we'll put the bakery right here. Okay, that means I didn't want my wheat farm to be right here. And if I had done that before, I wouldn't have known how far I really wanted it. Because without all this plotted down, I could put the wheat farm really close. And then I'd have to move it anyway to get it farther away. Because I don't really like it close to all these buildings, frankly. So we will come over here and we'll harvest this wheat as well. And this one. And that's 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 wheat. And if there's any more in a generally small areas, like there's one right here that I can come get. And that's 7. And you want to kind of keep track at the beginning. After the beginning, it's not such a big deal, but in the very beginning, it helps to know how much you have. Because when you go to plant, it just makes things a little bit easier. We'll mine this out as well. And, can I? Oh, no, I can't dig that. Okay, so we don't really want to push it over here into this because we can't till that land. So we have to come from here forward, which isn't a problem because that's still very far away. But we know we have at least 7, and I usually do 10s. So we'll do that. We will, oops, I didn't mean to do that. We'll do, let's cancel that just because it's going to bother me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be plenty. And then we'll come over here and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's going to be, frankly, more wheat than we will ever need. And it's still pretty decently far away from everything. Now, the downside to that is that because it's so far away, we're going to have to walk a ways to get to the bakery and everything. But we're going to put the mills right in here. So, I mean, they'll take it from here to there. So it's all one big trip, and I'll get a road over here and get some fencing up. And that actually reminds me that I don't want to do that. I want to do that the same as I've done everything else and not make it a zone. And I wanted to do it like that. And we'll only do it, let's just do it 4. 9, 10. Okay, and then I can put a fence up around this, and I'll put my mills over here so that I can gate those off too, and everything will work out a lot easier. I won't have people running in and out, and it just makes it a lot easier. Okay, so let's unpause these guys and have them go do their thing. They've got a lot of orders to do, but that's okay because they just started out. And they haven't moved it all yet, so everything should work out great. Now in here we can look, we've got a bush here, and there's something I'm going to do this time that I didn't do last time. There's a lot of mushroom bushes. But we're going to go ahead and chop down all those trees at some point. But we want to get these wheat done first so that they can get up and started. Now, remember that we had 7. Now, what we want to do is, because we know we had 7, and we don't have mills up yet, so they won't carry wheat to the mill. And so we don't have to worry about that yet. Eventually, we're going to start getting hungry, and we're going to have to do it. Hopefully, I can get all this planted before then, though. And I won't have to worry about it as much. Otherwise, it'll be fighting over, do you want it to go to the mill, or do you want it to be planted, or what? And I've done that before. That's not a big deal. Eventually, we grow it so fast, it doesn't really matter. But we had 7, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they'll go, and they'll grab all that. And while they're doing that, I will start issuing orders to chop all these trees. Because we don't really need these trees here. And that is a ton of trees. We'll also cut some of these little things. We don't want to cut the bushes yet, and you'll see why in a minute. But we do want to get rid of these stupid carnivorous plants because, frankly, they're just a nuisance. I never use them. You can use them on traps, but I just never really do. I find it a little bit more tedious to use traps, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it would help if you were in a siege, but I just get tooled up and go smash anyone who tries to siege me anyway, so it's not really that big a deal. Now, the only thing we're really lacking here is it seems like we don't have a lot of stone, unless we go way over here, or... there's a little bit over here. But what you can do is come up on here and go to the mountain. If you go to the mountain top, there's usually stone to be had. Then you may have to use some scaffolding, which we may have to do. But there's always stone to be had on a mountain at some point in time. And we've got most of this wood. Sometimes they don't, if you do a big order like that, they don't chop down everything like you want. But they do a pretty decent job. And as you can see, all that wood's chopped down. Now we've got some bushes left here. These mushroom bushes are of no help to me at all. So we'll get rid of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I'm bothering counting, because I'm going to get rid of them all anyway. But one of the other things that I kind of experimented with and figured out that it's actually really helpful, so I'm going to do it here as well, is I'm going to look around, and frankly, the enemies are really far away. They're all the way down here. So I got a decent spot to try this, but we want to get out of the menu, first of all. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to till a small area. Let's see. I can't till rock, so I got to put it at least here. And we'll till... that should be plenty more than I will ever really need. And then we'll go ahead and let them till that, and then we'll do the next thing. And this whole time, that gives this wheat some time to grow. I've got plenty of wood right here for a while, and I should be set. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go and put these regular, all these plant tree seedling things, because they're not pine trees and they're none of these special trees. And if it was something like this, I'd have to go down in the jungle and deal with the frogs. But because I just want a plant to plant a regular tree, all it needs is a regular bush. So I'm going to plant some of these trees, and these people will go down here, and they'll grab these regular tree bushes and turn them into seeds. And that will let me start a little tree farm, essentially. And when you chop the tree down, the bush stays, so it constantly regrows the trees right here, and you don't have to wander out into the wilderness. Now, I may have some trouble where I'll have to wander out to get the bushes, but as long as I come back, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. We've also got some apples and pears and whatnot down here that I think I'm going to harvest a couple of these, and we'll put a small stockpile over here for prepared food, just 1 or 2, and we'll manage it to hold apples. And that means they'll go and they'll pick it, and they'll only bring 2 back. They won't go searching for a ton of it to fill up a giant stockpile that means they're going to have to go search for wood all over the world. Or, not wood, apples all over the world. And, okay, that was just a badger. And so we can get these apples, and they'll do the same thing as these trees, where we can get them right there, and then plant them and constantly have a little output of apples right here. Because eventually this wheat is going to get kind of old. It's just kind of tedious trying to eat bread all the time. It only fills you like 70% full. So eventually these guys just want to eat all the time. And that's just a waste of my time, frankly. Yeah, I didn't want stockpile. I wanted to till. Get out of here. And so we'll till probably not as big of an area because we don't really need that many trees. We'll till that. And then we will plant just 2. Otherwise, they'll go search for more apples. But we'll do just the 2 right here for now. And then we will, once they grab them, we'll destroy this stockpile. Where are you going? What are you doing? Where are you going? I have no idea what this guy's doing. He shouldn't be going anywhere. He's probably going to grab this apple. That's amazing. And that happens sometimes. So we can probably just go ahead and plant another one. Sometimes you don't delete it in time for them to really get the order. That's fine. It's not really that big a deal. He didn't die or anything, so it's even better. How hungry are these guys? 9,000. It's not too bad. They're still pretty far off. So we'll go ahead and we'll harvest this. And this is 7. So we'll go ahead and plant 7 more. We got 3 here. And 4 there. And they may or may not get 4 seeds out of that. Sometimes they turn all of them into seeds, and sometimes they just goof off and, I don't know, they just don't make them. And sometimes they actually make more. So it's pretty random. And then we'll go over here and we'll pause it. And now that we've got everything kind of up and running, as you can see, these trees will start growing, and these will start growing, and these will create more apples that we can plant. Eventually, we'll be pretty self-sufficient as far as any material goes besides stone. And we'll get people armed up with all this wood and go into the dungeon, and then stone just will be so trivial it won't even matter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start making some tools. And I think we'll start working on expanding out a little bit. Now, as you can see, all these people just love hanging out in the market, even though they have no money at all. And there's not even a merchant in there. Maybe they're trying to be entrepreneurs and just start their own business. Who knows? We'll probably go ahead and unpause it and just leave it unpaused, because it's not really that big of a deal to unpause it. Now that they've got everything kind of up and running, it gives all this time to grow, and for some reason I am lagging horribly. Not sure what's up with that. Okay. Let's try that again now that I'm done. I paused it for a second there, so you didn't miss anything. What are these people doing? I think it froze. Okay. Not sure what that was all about. I will probably... I don't know, I may edit that out. It's only a minute. If I continue to have problems, I'll just edit it out. Okay, it seems like it all just kind of spazzed out for a second there. Sorry about that. So we'll go ahead and we'll get some tool benches over here. And we'll put a wood detailer right there. We don't need anything big right now, like massive, because we're still a pretty small town, even if we do look gigantic already. Let's check and see how all this is growing. See, all these trees are already up, and we'll chop them down, and they'll take them over and deal with whatever, put them wherever they want, I don't know. And eventually we'll just be rolling in wood. Well, I don't know if you're necessarily rolling in wood. That would probably hurt kind of badly. But point being that we will have just so much that we won't have to worry about anything for a while. Now, we don't have any stone, which is going to start to get to be kind of an issue here, because we can't make much without the stone. So we'll go over to this mountain, and holy freaking crap, it's tall. And we'll start from the top level and work our way down, and they'll grab the stone, and we'll also make a stockpile for stone, so that if any is left up there, they don't have to carry it 50 miles. But they'll go over here and mine some stone. I don't want to listen to that tinging sound, so I'm going to go back down and, for right now, just for sheer convenience, we will place a stockpile over here for stone. Let's see, stone. And, you know what, let's go ahead and build something for wood, too. I think I can make a barrel, actually. Carpenter bench, wood detailer. Yeah, I can actually just make a barrel. Let's make a barrel and put it over here. And we'll put wood in it, because we've got plenty of wood. And all these trees are grown, too, so we'll go ahead and chop these and get even more wood. And that'll just be fantastic, to be completely honest. I mean, it's all just rolling in so good right now. We've gotten an amazing start. How are these guys doing on hunger? They'll be hungry soon. So this next stock of wheat that we get, we will go ahead and worry about trying to find... Actually, maybe just get some apples if these trees get up. But we'll get a mill, and we've got some cows over here. So we'll get some mills up, and I guess we'll start, now that we've got some stone, getting some bread up. Because they're going to get hungry here pretty soon. Just stop it, stupid mouse. And, see, wheat's coming up actually now. And we've got a couple trees, so it shouldn't be too bad. Manage materials. We'll put the wood in here, and we'll make another one for stone at some point. But for right now, the stone's fine right there. We'll also make a baker's oven over here. And that's probably where I'll leave off. In next time, I will be building some stuff. We'll get... do I want this in the same pen? Yeah. It's not really going to hurt anything. Oop, nope, 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 nope. I didn't want it there. I didn't realize it was going to face that way. Okay, we'll put it right there. And, anyway, next time we'll start getting some food pushed out and, start harvesting some stone. Yeah, I know. Oh, I need a mason bench. Derp. And, we'll take it from there. Because these guys, like I said, are going to get really hungry, and I don't think these apples are going to be enough, frankly. So we'll make a couple pieces of bread. We won't take it too terribly, ridiculously far. And that way we can keep planting wheat. But we'll take it from there next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what I can do better, what I'm doing that you like. Tell me blah, 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 blah. I don't know. But tune in next time. Thanks for watching.